5 years. That was how long Chelsea had waited. 5 long years of video calls, midnight voice notes, and texts that sometimes came late due to time differences, and holding on to a promise that Kelvin had made before he boarded that flight out of Nigeria. He left in search of greener pastures, with a heavy heart but a determined mind. Chelsea had cried that night, clinging to his shirt, afraid that distance would change everything. But Kelvin had held her close and whispered, "I will come back for you, just wait for me." And she did. She rejected every other suitors, ignored the pressures from friends and family, and held on to one man who she truly loved. They fought sometimes over missed calls, misinterpreted texts, or just the frustration of missing each other too much, but they always found their ways back. Then, one early Saturday morning, 5 years later, Chelsea received a call. "Guess who is back in Nigeria?" came Kelvin's voice. She screamed, happy and excited. They saw each other that same day, and when Kelvin stepped out of the car and walked towards her, Chelsea couldn't hold back her tears. He was real. He was here. They hugged so tightly like two souls that had finally reunited after being kept apart by fate. After he had settled in, Chelsea thought everything would fall into place quickly. 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed, a month, 2 months, still no ring, no proposal, just casual outings, movie nights, and family visits. She didn't want to pressure him, but the silence was too loud to ignore. One evening, after dinner at his place, she asked him, "Calvin, what are we doing?" Calvin looked confused. "What do you mean by that?" "I mean us. We have waited 5 years. I have waited 5 years. What are your plans? Are you still sure about me?" Kelvin looked at her in surprise. He didn't see that coming at all. "Of course, babe, you're the woman for me. Just that I'm not ready now. Let's take it one step at a time." Chelsea was furious with his response. "What do you mean by you're not ready and let's take it one step at a time? It's been 5 years already and all you care about is yourself. I have practically rejected suitors because of you. Because I still believe we'll get married someday and you're telling me this? One step at a time, really? After 5 years? Have I not given you enough time?" Kelvin was speechless, unsure of what to say that would upset her. Chelsea angrily took her bag and left his place. Kelvin felt so guilty that night and was even more hurt to see her leave that way after planning to spend the night together in his place. He knew Chelsea deserved more. She had given up so much for him, endured loneliness, and stayed loyal to him all the while. So the next day, he went to pay his aunt a visit. Auntie Onome was so happy to see him after 5 years apart. Calvin was an orphan, and his aunt had taken care of him back then in Nigeria. The first question she asked him was, "How is Chelsea? Have you proposed to her?" And Calvin frowned and said no. "Why haven't you proposed yet?" his auntie said bluntly. "I don't know, auntie. Maybe I just want everything to be perfect," Kelvin muttered. His aunt smiled. "Perfect doesn't exist. Love does. And if you truly love her, what are you waiting for? You can't keep a beautiful lady hanging for over 5 years. Better act fast before another man will take her away from you." "God forbid," Kelvin muttered. "After 5 years, she can't do that to us." "Then do the needful," Auntie Onome said. That night, Kelvin thought about everything Auntie Onome had told him and decided to act fast. He couldn't stand losing Chelsea, the one person he loved so much. Chelsea hadn't been picking his calls and replying to his messages, so he decided to surprise her on a weekend with a beautiful and unforgettable proposal in their favorite lounge. On a warm Sunday evening, Kevin had gone to Chelsea's house to apologize to her and ask that he takes her out, but she refused. After lots of pleadings, she decided to go out with him. Kevin followed her to her room and helped her pick a beautiful dress to wear for the special day. Chelsea wasn't excited about the outing, unknowing to her what Kelvin had planned out. When they finally arrived at the lounge, everything felt different. Flowers everywhere, soft music playing in the background. And as they had their seats, the waiter attended to them, brought 2 wine glasses and a bottle of wine. And as she sipped her drink, Kelvin stood up, walked towards her, and knelt on one knee. Chelsea gasped, and in her mind she said, "Is this what I'm thinking?" Kelvin began, "Chelsea, the love of my life, my queen. You waited for me when you didn't have to. You stayed loyal to what we shared, even when the world said it was foolish. I came back and I delayed, not because I didn't love you, but because I wanted to make it right. I was scared, but not anymore. I have realized I have to be a man, because losing you is the mistake I don't ever want to make. You are my world, my light, and my life. Doing forever with you is my greatest wish. Marry me, Chelsea, and let's start the rest of our forever. I love you now and always." Tears streamed down Chelsea's cheek as she nodded. "Yes, Kelvin, I'll marry you." He slipped the ring in her fingers as their friends and family, hidden until that moment, burst out clapping and cheering. Chelsea was surprised to see her friends, her mother, her family, everyone. Their love wasn't perfect, but it was real. It was tested, and in the end, it was worth the wait because some promises are made to be kept. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please do also like, share, and subscribe to the channel at Substance TV for more amazing stories. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.